How about those Detroit Lions, man? Woo! Holy smokes, dude. 52-14. Are you kidding me? Woo! I told you guys last week that they had to at least put up 40 points against the Tennessee Titans. They put up 52 points. Woo! Talk about a message sent, dude. The Detroit Lions are for real. I mean, we've known this since last year, but dude, 40 points. That's all I was asking for last week on the podcast. But 52, I'll take it. So Jared Goff, good job, my friend. Here, have a seat. Let's have a cigar and a couple drinks together. That guy, dude, 85 yards passing, and he still threw for 3 touchdowns. Unbelievable. And he only had 3 incompletions. So, yeah, that was a huge win. A big statement win for the Detroit Lions. I get, the Tennessee Titans won 6 coming to this game. I mean, they're passing, over 200 yards. We'll get into the stats in a little bit. But, dude, Mason Rudolph in that first half, they looked pretty damn good. It was tied at 14 at one point, and then we kind of got carried away. It was 35-14 at halftime, and then ended up winning 52-14 to seal that game. But, dude, I tell you what, 52 points, I'll take that. I'll take that any day of the week. And that's what I'm saying. We need to win this game by a lot of points because, Tennessee Titans, this is a possible trap game. We have to prove the critics wrong. We got to prove everyone wrong. This is the Detroit Lions. This is a new breed of Detroit Lions football, and we proved that yesterday. So, yeah, that was a great victory. We definitely needed that. And then, obviously, Michigan football beating little brother, Michigan State, this past weekend as well. So that was nice to see. And then, unfortunately, the Red Wings lost yesterday against the Oilers in overtime. They still get a point. We'll get into that a little bit. But we got to talk about the NFL. So I want to talk about this Lions and Titans game. Let's continue with that. So, yeah, 52-14, Lions killing them, absolutely annihilating them, absolutely destroying them, dude. I mean, whew. Everyone contributed, right? Everyone on offense. Our defense started to pick it up towards the second half there, and then Khalif Raymond, he's doing all the work. Whether he's on offense catching a touchdown, whether he's running his ass off on punt returns, this guy was definitely the player of the game. Get him a cigar, get him the game ball, give him some entertainment, if you know what I mean. Then downtown Detroit, give that man make sure that man has a good time next couple days. I'm sure he had a great time yesterday after the game. But, dude, this game was awesome. So, yeah, 52-14, the Lions destroying, absolutely crushing the soul of the Tennessee Titans. 52-14, they snapped a 6-game losing streak against these guys. Right? I mean, Tennessee Titans had a 6-game winning streak coming in. So that was probably on the thoughts of the Detroit Lions. Like, they're not going to come in here and beat us 7 straight times. Not in our house. Get that crap out of here. We are going to destroy them, and we're going to crush their will. We're going to crush their spirit, and that's exactly what they did. So they snapped a 6-game losing streak against the Titans as a result of yesterday's victory. So you had that, and then the Titans. You got to look at the Titans. 416 total yards, and they still lose by 38 points. That's crazy. 258 of those 416 total yards were passing. So Mason Rudolph, man, 22 for 38, 266 yards, 1 touchdown. He did have 2 interceptions. Overall, the Tennessee Titans had 4 turnovers in that game. When you have multiple turnovers, yeah, you're really not gonna win many football games in the NFL. And obviously, 4 turnovers, 2 interceptions, 2 fumble recoveries by the Detroit Lions. I mean, our defense came up huge. I'm telling you, in the second half, completely different defense. I mean, that first half was scary. Calvin Ridley was crushing us. That guy had over 100 some yards receiving in the first half. Or, yeah, it was something like that. Or over 200 yards receiving in the first half, which is crazy. I get it. That's their main guy, dude. But, dude, we can't allow that to happen. So, we got Green Bay coming up next week. We got to clean our defense up a little bit, our secondary. Much better game, like I said, in the second half. I love seeing that, right? And those turnovers, the guys started to wake up a little bit. I love seeing that. But, dude, you can't do that against Green Bay. You cannot do that against Green Bay, man. Green Bay, they won yesterday, walk off again. So lucky some bitches they are. And they're playing at home. We're on the road at Green Bay in Lambeau Field. That's a tough place to play. Division matchup, a lot of significance. A huge game for the Detroit Lions. So we got to clean that up a little bit. But, yeah, this game was crazy all around. Like I said, and you saw the score 14-14 at one point. You're like, oh, wait a minute. Where's the Detroit Lions that have been dominating the passing game? the past four games. Where's Jared Goff? How come he's not slaying it? Where's the two-headed monster? What's going on? But it's all good. Just take a rest, sit back, relax, enjoy the show. Come take a seat by me. You have the best seat in the house. Just let them do their magic, and that's exactly what they did. Jahmyr Gibbs, this guy, 11 carries, 127 yards, and a touchdown. That guy was an absolute beast yesterday. And then David Montgomery, he had a rushing touchdown, and apparently he can throw the damn ball. Pretty damn good, too. A lot better than Jack Tuttle of Michigan. I tell you that right now. I mean, perfect spiral right to Sam Laporta for a passing touchdown. Like David Montgomery, Ben Johnson, the offensive coordinator, he's pulling all the tricks out. I love seeing it. So, yeah, Jahmyr Gibbs, David Montgomery, those guys are the best in the business right now. Those guys are so fun to watch. I mean, if you're a Lions fan, you have to love the dynamic duo that you see in the backfield with Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery, two of the best running backs in the league right now. It's awesome. It's awesome to see that. So, yeah, he had a rushing touchdown and a passing touchdown. And Jahmyr Gibbs had a rushing touchdown. He had a huge day as well. So now we got to go into the points. So, yeah, 35 points. That was the total that the Lions had at halftime. And then they only had 31 passing yards at halftime. So they had more points than they did passing yards at halftime. This is from Bleacher Report Gridiron's Instagram page. That's crazy. Like, we're past happy. Jared Goff's slaying it. He has the best passer rating these last 5 games. This guy is throwing touchdowns. Not many incompletions. He only had 3 incompletions this game. So, and that's another thing too. So yeah, he went 12 for 15, 85 yards, 3 touchdowns. And yeah, this guy is just crazy. Last 5 games, 24 offensive touchdowns and 19 incompletions. And that's from the Detroit Lions Instagram page. Crazy, right? I mean, this guy barely throws incompletions. And his passes are not little dump passes, check downs, screen passes. No, he's throwing it 20, 40, 50 yards down the field to his receivers: Amon-Ra St. Brown, Sam Laporta, Brock Wright, Khalif Raymond, Tim Patrick, all those guys. And then everyone's like, oh man, we're going to miss Jameson Williams. We're going to miss J-Mo. J-Mo who? Yeah, we don't, it's all good. Yeah, just sit back and relax. We'll handle our business without J-Mo. We don't need him. And look what happened, 52 points. Everyone contributed. Guys stepped up in this game when they needed to. Like I said, they had to throw up 40-plus points against these guys. They had to throw up 40 points against the Titans. They ended up throwing up 52. So, hey, awesome, right? Yeah, J-Mo's gone. Oh, that's fine. We'll just handle our business how we've been handling it for many years now. Okay? Oh, microphone went dead. Excuse me real quick. Man, I had this problem last week. Fix this real quick. 1 2 1 2. There you go. Sound like a damn robot there. I apologize about that. I don't know why that keeps happening to me. So I do apologize. But yeah, like I was saying, 40-plus points. That's what I wanted from the Detroit Lions this week against the Titans. They throw out 52. We'll take that. And then Jameson Williams. Yeah, we're gonna miss him. This game and Green Bay. That's fine. Get next guy step up, and we'll make things happen, right? We're the Detroit Lions. We've been working and grinding and punching people in the mouth and biting off kneecaps since Dan Campbell came here in 2021. That's fine. We don't need J-Mo. So with that victory yesterday, Detroit Lions, they're 6-1, first time since 1956. 1956, ladies and gentlemen. I wasn't even born. I'm sure a lot of you weren't even born. A lot of my uncles weren't even born in 1956. I had one uncle born in 1955 on my dad's side. So it's been a really long time since we had a 6-1 start. I'll take it. Hey, I'll take it. I know years past we started off 5-0 and kind of fell apart, but that was many years ago. Many years ago. We're done with those days. This is a new, improved Detroit Lions team. I love seeing it. So you had that. And then, Jared Goff, 12 for 15, 85 yards passing, and he still threw for 3 touchdowns. 85 yards passing. I mean, you have to understand, this is Jared effing Goff, man. I mean, this guy's just been throwing the balls, 200 yards, 300 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, 4 touchdowns. But he threw it for 85 yards passing yesterday, and the guy still got 3 effing touchdowns. How is that even possible, bro? In today's NFL, crazy. But, when you have a great offensive line, like I said in numerous episodes on the podcast, the Detroit Lions have the best offensive line, in my opinion. I've said it numerous times. And look, 85 yards passing. Today's NFL, may I remind you, this is a pass-happy league. And he still threw for 3 touchdowns. I mean, come on, right? Well, like, dude, Jared Goff's the real deal. He deserves the $55 million a year that he's getting paid, right? I mean, come on now. Now we just got to keep going. But I love seeing that. And this was the 6th straight game that Jahmyr Gibbs has averaged 5.0 yards a carry, minimum 10 attempts. And he's tying the NFL record by doing that yesterday. And he joins the ranks of Adrian Peterson in 2012, one of the greatest running backs of all time. Chris Johnson, another great running back in 2009 when he was killing it for the Tennessee Titans. Franco Harris, rest in peace, Mr. Harris. 1972, Hall of Famer, Pittsburgh Steelers, iconic franchise, great running back there. Jahmyr Gibbs, he's included in some great company there. A lot of great running backs. So this guy's just getting fed the ball and he's running his ass off like he's supposed to, right? It's crazy. Do your job. And that's what him and David Montgomery have done. So Jahmyr Gibbs definitely joins that list of elite running backs there. And then, like I said, Jared Goff, last 5 games, 24 offensive touchdowns, 19 incompletions. He only had 3 yesterday, 12 for 15. Crazy. And then this was the first time in NFL history that Jared Goff has had 2 plus passing touchdowns, 110.0 plus passer rating, and 72% completion rate in 5 consecutive games. And that's from Detroit Lions of Instagram page. Like, first time ever. 2 plus touchdown passes, 110.0 passer rating, and a 72% completion rate in 5 consecutive games. This guy's accurate. This guy's awesome. This guy is doing his job, making the plays, scoring points, being the franchise quarterback. And that's why he deserves $55 million a year. And then you got Dak Prescott losing on Sunday Night Football, prime time, getting paid $60. You think about that for a second, right? You know, who do you want right now? Right now, as we speak today, who do you want? You want Jared Goff as your quarterback or Dak Prescott? I'm going to go with Jared Goff. He's more reliable. Dak Prescott, get that guy out of here. Shut it down. I don't want to see that guy ever again in prime time. Like, that should be our spot, right? I mean, we just got done destroying them 47-9 a couple weeks ago, but whatever, you know. NFL, yeah, we're here. And the Lions are here to stay, my friend. So you had that. So history is being made in this game. A lot of history, a lot of first times. A lot of first time in NFL history. First time since 1956. First time in franchise history. A lot of history was being made in this game alone, right? One game. A lot of stats went flying through the roof, right? So Kalif Raymond, my man. I mean, this guy, he's been around the Lions for a few years. He's reliable. But you know what? He came up big. He came up huge yesterday. 5 punt returns, 190 yards, one return touchdown, and then he caught a couple passes, 2 passes, 14 yards, and a receiving touchdown. Only player in team history to accomplish this in the same game. Crazy. The Lions have been around for, 70 years, 80 years, right? Dude, yeah, 1934, because they were the Portsmouth Spartans before they relocated and became the Detroit Lions. So, yeah, 80 years, something like that. And this was the first time ever in team history that one player had a return touchdown and a receiving touchdown in the same game. Crazy, dude. And this is Kalif Raymond. Like, yeah, who's that guy? No, if you're a real Detroit Lions fan, you know who he is. He's a reliable receiver. He's a workhorse. He fits the bill. You know, we're a blue-collar punch in your mouth. You know, we're going to fight for every yard. And that's another thing, too. I saw Sam Laporta fighting for every yard every time he caught the ball. I saw Jahmyr Gibbs fight for every yard after he got contacted. David Montgomery, he's a bull. He's going to just run you over. You know, Brock Wright was fighting for yards. St. Brown, Jared Goff, all these guys were fighting for yardage every time they touched the ball. That's the kind of team you need, especially around this time. We're almost halfway through the season. You got to keep that mentality up, man. And I know it's tough. We had our bye week already, week 5, but now we got a whole rest of the year of just playing football. It's hard to keep that mentality. I get it, but 6-1, we're the best team right now in the NFC North. Right up there with Minnesota because they lost. They lost to the Rams Thursday night. So yeah, we're the best team. Sitting at 6-1, I like it, but we got Green Bay next week. We got to handle our business in Lambeau Field because that's not going to be easy. I know Jordan Love got hurt, so his status is unknown right now, but it is the Green Bay Packers either way. Malik Willis obviously led his team to victory yesterday, second-string quarterback, right? But yeah, dude, a lot of history in this game, right? Crazy. But yeah, that was a great game, a much-needed victory for the Lions. But yeah, I'm happy. Like I said, 40-plus points. That was my wish last week here on the podcast. We scored 52. Dominant victory. Our defense needs to wake up a little bit. I don't like how they're giving up 258 passing yards in this game against the 1-6, now the 1-7 Tennessee Titans. I'm not a big fan of that at all. Let's not do that against Green Bay because that's not going to work against Green Bay, my friend. We got to shut that down. We got to shut the passing game down. 3 and outs. Get them off the field, man. I don't want to see that. I do not want to see that. 258 passing yards. No, I'm not doing it. I don't like that at all. So, do not do it. Yeah, let's don't do that. Let's don't do that. And then you allow Mason Rudolph to throw for 266 yards, and he is the second-string quarterback. He's not even a starting quarterback. He's the second string because Will Levis can't do his job. He's horrible. He's god-awful. So Mason Rudolph comes in and has the game of his life in the first half. We can't do that against Green Bay. I'm telling you, that will kill us. So we got to clean up the secondary, the passing game. Too many big plays. I did a lot of positives first 15 minutes of this episode, right? And rightfully so. The Lions deserve it. But we have to address some of the issues here. The secondary was not good at all in the second half. Like I said, you're giving up over almost 300 yards passing. That's not good, man. You cannot do that at all. And then our rushing game, they gave up 100-some rushing yards. You can't do that. You got to shut it down for next week. And then the Detroit Lions, they had 225 total yards. 61 of those were passing, right? And then 164 were rushing. So obviously, the running game for us kicked ass yesterday, right? But yeah, 61 passing yards, and Jared Goff threw for 85 total. Crazy. And we still won this game by 38. That's the thing that I'm trying to wrap my head around. Like, we got out, I want to say outplayed, but yards-wise, they have 200-plus more yards than we do. And we still won that game. Almost 200-plus yards more than we did. And we crushed them by 38 effing points, man. Crazy. And we only had 61 passing yards. And Jared Goff had 85 passing yards the whole game. And we still crushed them. Crazy. But yeah, this was a great game, a much-needed victory, a statement game, in my opinion. You set up for Green Bay next week. You Lions, you already know what to do, man. Go in there and just make life a living hell for those cheeseheads over there in Green Bay, okay? Make a life a living hell. Win that game. It's prime time next week on Fox. Game of the week, division game. Huge game for both teams. But the Lions, go in there and just do your business. You know what to do. I don't have to sit here and tell you. Clean up on defense, running game. Keep going with it. Jared Goff, throw it to whoever. Tim Patrick, Khalif Raymond, St. Brown, Brock Wright, Sam Laporta, Jahmyr Gibbs, Monty. I don't care who. Throw it to Taylor Decker if you want to. Throw it to Penei Sewell. I don't care. Keep doing what you're doing. But that was awesome yesterday, guys. I don't know how you guys feel. That was great. That was great. I'm happy today. So, yeah, lots on the Lions. And now I want to talk about a couple more games before we go into Week 9 already. Week 9 of the Bryce's picks. So, Browns and Ravens. Jameis Winston, former number 1 draft pick in 2015. Yeah, 2015, I was a senior in high school. Yeah, that's when he got drafted, number 1 overall. And then number 2 was Marcus Mariota many years ago, right? Almost 10 years, right? Former number 1 draft pick, makes his first start since September of 2022. He was a member of the Saints, and his last start was against the Falcons. So a division game, but almost over 2 years ago. That was his last start in the NFL. And this guy goes to Baltimore, They go to Baltimore, or they play at home. Yeah, they didn't go to Baltimore. They play at home against the Ravens, division rival. Ravens, one of the better teams. Derrick Henry's running over everybody, and they lose. The Ravens lost to the effing Browns, who were 1-6 coming into this game, and they were 0-3 at home. Haven't won one home game. And then you put in Jameis Winston, who hasn't had a start in over 2 years. Last time he started was a member of the Saints. He's with the Cleveland Browns now. And he just threw up, 334 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, just casual. Famous Jameis, man, just throw the ball. This guy hasn't missed a beat. And you know what? The Browns should now wake up. They got that fire lit up under their ass. And let's go. This is your guy now. Deshaun Watson, he's done. His Achilles popped. The fans obviously don't want him there because they cheered for him when he got hurt. That's still a little messed up because, obviously allegations, key word, right? Of these sexual misconduct and sexual assault allegations towards Deshaun Watson. I mean, if they are true, then good. I'm glad he popped his Achilles. But they are allegations still. And that was wrong for the fans to cheer that. But now you got your guy, Jameis Winston, beating the Ravens. Division game at home. The Ravens one of the hottest teams in the league right now. And they lost to the effing Browns. Crazy, dude. Like, how is that even possible? Like Derrick Henry, he had 11 carries for 73 yards. You're telling me that Browns defense held Derrick Henry, who leads the league in rushing, 73 yards? I mean, he still had a touchdown, of course, because he's a beast, but 73 yards on 11 carries? I mean, this guy just ran, like 200 plus yards a week ago. And now 73 yards against the Browns. The Browns defense actually held up their own against the Ravens, a division rival. Dude, what time are we living in? What universe are we living in? I mean, that's crazy, dude. Unreal. Unbelievable. Great game. Browns with the upset of the week, obviously, right? It has to be. 29-24 against the Ravens. I mean, crazy. Yeah, but Jameis Winston, is his career going to come alive again? We're seeing it with Sam Darnold. We're seeing it with Baker Mayfield. Jameis Winston, still kind of young. Maybe, I don't know. Give him opportunities, man. I mean, you just got done being one of the top teams in the league. Division game at home. First home victory this season. Roll with Jameis. Obviously, you're going to have to, right? Because Deshaun Watson's out for the year. But that was a great game there. Now we got to hop over to this Commanders and Bears game. I watched this at my brother's house with a couple of his buddies. Yeah, we all thought, just like the rest of America, the rest of the world, rather, we thought the Bears were going to win, right? And here's the thing from ESPN Analytics. With 19 seconds left, the Commanders had a 3.6% chance of winning this game before the Hail Mary. Then this is according to ESPN Analytics. 3.6% chance. So highly unlikely that the Commanders are going to win this one, right? Game over. Bears are going to win, right? Nope. Commanders just throw a Hail Mary. Jane Daniels, and it was short too. It was short by like 5 yards. But it gets tipped to Noah Brown. Yeah, who's Noah Brown? Probably the only time you're going to hear that man's name this season. I mean, let's be honest. Number 85 on the Washington Commanders, Noah Brown, catches it, right place, right time. Everyone goes crazy, right? In Washington, that whole stadium was going nuts. My brother and I and his buddies, we were going nuts too at my brother's house. It was unbelievable. But yeah, that was definitely the highlight of this week's NFL action. I mean, again, we got Monday Night Football on tonight. But dude, what a way to end the game. You love seeing that. I haven't seen one personally in a long time. It's been a while. But dude, the Hail Mary, they're done. They're down, dude. They're down 15-12. Game's over. Bears are going to win on the road. Nope, Commanders win, and they stay undefeated, 4-0 at home as a result. So that was awesome to see. And then the Bears defensive back, Tyreek Stevenson, my man. Here, let me talk to you for a second, give you a smack upside the head. I mean, let me talk to you for a couple of seconds. Like, what are you doing? Like, you are engaging with the fans. On the field, as the Hail Mary is about to happen, you're not focused at all. Dude, I hope he gets an ass chewing this week from the Bears. If I was the coach, he wouldn't be playing next game. Like, nope, you're done, bro. I will find someone who actually wants to play football. The game is not over until it's over. Triple zeros on the clock in the fourth quarter. Like, what are you doing engaging with the fans? Stay focused. You're a professional football player getting paid millions of dollars. That was crazy. That was very stupid. What a bonehead. A bonehead. But yeah, let me talk to you, Tyreek. Let's just sit down and try to think about this real quick, and then I'm gonna give you a couple smacks upside the head for acting like a total idiot, like a doofus, like a moron. Like, dude, you have to stay engaged in the game. That was stupid. I saw all the videos. Like he's talking crap to the fans as the game-winning Hail Mary is about to happen. He's just John. Nah. Bro, you got to stay focused. So, Tyreek Stevenson, I really hope you learn from this. But if I was the head coach of the Bears, you wouldn't be playing next week, my friend. I don't care how good you are. I really don't care. That was ignorant. It really was. So, you had that going on. Bunch of craziness. But yeah, Washington Commanders. Jay Daniels, that guy. If he's not Rookie of the Year yet, I don't know. I don't know how you're going to spin that one off. And then I want to talk about Sunday Night Football. Great matchup, classic rivalry game between the 49ers and the Cowboys. 29-19-1 in the 49ers' favor. They lead the series all time. This is the fourth clash between these two in 4 years, including the playoffs. And the 49ers have just dominated the Cowboys. It seems like they're Achilles' heel. They can't beat the 49ers. I mean, you are America's team, right? No, the Lions are. Well, let's just be honest there for a couple seconds. But, dude, you have to beat the 49ers. They have your ass. They have smoked you. They won yesterday. I mean, they've had your number for 4 years, man. You got Dak Prescott getting paid $60 million. What the hell, man? I mean, he needs to win games like this. He needs to win Sunday Night Football games against a classic rival in the 49ers, who, by the way, are not the healthiest team. I mean, let's be honest. George Kittle was hurt in this game. He still played. Deebo Samuel was sick. You know, Jawan Jennings, he's been out for a couple of weeks. Christian McCaffrey's been out. You know, that's your top running back. He's been out since the beginning of the season. So a lot of injuries the 49ers have been dealing with, and they still won this game. Crazy, right? I mean, I don't know. Cowboys, they got a lot to figure out. I mean, that's just sad. So, yeah, 49, and that's according to the San Francisco 49ers homepage. But, yeah, they won 30-24. Brock Purdy, 260 yards, 18 for 26, 1 touchdown. CeeDee Lamb had a great night. I mean, Cowboys fans, if you want to look at it positive, this guy got paid big money during the offseason. 13 receptions, 146 yards, 2 touchdowns. So, yeah, obviously he's worth the millions of dollars that he got paid, right? But you still lost on Sunday Night Football, prime time, and your quarterback's getting paid $60 million a year. Yikes. That's a definite red flag if you're a Cowboys fan. Not good. And as a result, that was their first away loss for the Cowboys. So they're doing pretty good on the road. It's just at home they can't win. But on the road, they're doing pretty good. And it looks like they were going to win. But then, 49ers find a way to win because you open that door for them to score. And they did. So, but yeah, Brock Purdy. Here's another one, too, from Bleacher Report Gridiron Instagram page. So Brock Purdy had 56 rushing yards. Okay? One guy, 56 rushing yards. And Brock Purdy is not a mobile quarterback by any means. He's not. The Dallas Cowboys' entire team, offense, their entire team had 56 rushing yards. So you're telling me Brock Purdy, not a mobile quarterback by any means. This guy can't run at all. I mean, I can probably run better than him, to be honest with you. I mean, okay, let's don't get too carried away, right? I mean, he's still an athlete, getting paid millions, way better than me, right? But, dude, he's not a mobile quarterback. He's not Lamar. He's not Lamar Jackson. He's not Josh Allen, okay? He's more like a Jared Goff. Doesn't really run that much. But you're telling me he had as many rushing yards as the entire Dallas Cowboys offense? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Like, dude, that's crazy. You got to be, I mean, you can't make this up, dude. One quarterback had as many rushing yards as an entire team did last night. 56 rushing yards for Brock Purdy, one man. Dallas Cowboys' entire offense, 56 rushing yards. Well, Dallas, they can't run the ball. They suck. They have one of the worst rushing offenses in the game. Horrible. But yeah, Brock Purdy had as many rushing yards as the entire Dallas Cowboys offense last night. You gotta be kidding me, dude. That's horrible. I mean, God. if you're the Dallas Cowboys, what do you do? I mean, it just, we laugh. We laugh about this. And, Stephen A. right now, first take, he's laughing his ass off. You know that because he loves when the Dallas Cowboys lose. He does. I mean, 56 rushing yards for a whole offense. And then one man, a quarterback, who's not even a mobile quarterback by any means, 56 rushing yards. The same as the Dallas Cowboys offense. Come on, dude. Dallas needs to wake up, dude. I'm telling you. I mean, it's not looking good for that team at all. Whew, man. So that was Sunday Night Football, right? So that was it. That's basically Week 8, and we're almost done. So yeah, Week 8 obviously started with Vikings Rams. Rams winning at home. That was good. You got Cooper Kupp back. You got Puka Nacua back. So Rams, don't sleep on them. They're dangerous now. They got a healthy team. They're dangerous. Watch out for the Rams. Don't sleep on them. It's Matthew Stafford, man. Trust me, I saw him for 12 years, what he did here. See, that guy can make stuff happen. So you had that. And then Eagles winning 37-17 against the Bengals. Bengals can't win at home, man. 0-4 at home. Hate to see it. Browns, as I mentioned before, huge upset at home. Their first home victory this season against the Ravens, division rival. Held Derrick Henry to 73 rushing yards, which is insane. It's the Browns. Who the hell are these guys? Jameis Winston, famous Jameis, coming back. First start since 2022 when he was a member of the Saints. Coming in, throwing up 300-plus passing yards and 3 touchdowns against that Baltimore Ravens defense. A little shaky, obviously we kind of know about their defense. But still, huge victory for the Browns. You got to love it. And then the Titans and the Lions, we've exhausted ourselves on this game. 52-14, the Lions just absolutely kicking the Titans' ass in that game. Cardinals winning, close one, on the road, 28-27 against the Dolphins. Tua Tagovailoa made his return. Wasn't a difference. The Jets, oh man, Aaron Rodgers loses again. 4 straight games these guys have lost. Against the Patriots? Like, dude, this ain't the Tom Brady and Bill Belichick Patriots. These are now the 2-6 Patriots who got their first home win this season. Like, you lose to those guys? Yikes. Another division game, by the way. But, dude, how do you lose to the Patriots, bro? They don't even have a quarterback. And you got Aaron Rodgers still throwing for 200 yards, 2 touchdowns, and he still loses. So, yeah, I guess that Devontae Adams, trade really hasn't. I mean, you lose to the Steelers last week, and then you lose to the Patriots, the 2-6 Patriots, may I remind you. The Tom Brady and Bill Belichick lists Patriots. Horrible, dude. I mean, the Jets, shut it down, man. They're done. Shut it down. Falcons beating the Buccaneers 31-26. Another good division matchup there. Packers winning, coming back once again. Winning in the final seconds. Brandon McManus with a game-winning field goal, just like they did last week against the Texans. Same division, too, the AFC South. They've beaten back-to-back AFC South teams, the Jaguars and the Texans. So they're getting ready for us next week. That's going to be a good one. Texans winning a nail-biter, 23-20. A lot of people are saying Anthony Richardson got tired. He gave up on his team. Dude, he's an athlete. No one knows what he's going through. He might have a condition. I mean, I don't know. Anthony Richardson, he's not special. I mean, he's not playing great football. He really isn't. So maybe he gave up on the team. Maybe he was out of breath. I don't know. But hey, you don't know his story. You really don't. I'm sure we'll find out within the next couple weeks or couple months. But yeah, definitely not looking good for the Colts. But Texans still undefeated at home, 4-0. You had that. The Chargers winning against the Saints. Saints have fallen down, man. They don't have a quarterback. You scored 91 points the first 2 games of the season, and then, Derek Carr goes out, and now you got nobody at quarterback. Like, nobody, right? Spencer Rattler sucks. So, yeah, Chargers winning at home, 26-8. The Bills beating the Seahawks on the road, 31-10. Seahawks, obviously they won last week against the Falcons, but before that they lost 3 straight, and they lose today. They lost yesterday, so they lost 4 out of 5 games. That's not good for the Seattle Seahawks. But yeah, the Bills taking care of business there. Broncos winning against the Panthers 28-14. That was good to see. Chiefs surviving, staying undefeated against division rival, the Vegas Raiders, on the road. 4-0 on the road for the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm still not, I don't know, Patrick Mahomes, I get it. He had 262 passing yards, 2 touchdowns. I get it. Kareem Hunt had a rushing touchdown. Travis Kelce had his first touchdown of the season, which is crazy. 8 weeks. And supposedly the best tight end in the league scored his first touchdown after 8 weeks. What? I mean, these are the defending Super Bowl champs. And your best player, your best tight end, or the best tight end in the league, apparently, going out with Taylor Swift. Got all that craziness going on. Scored his first touchdown after 8 weeks. Whew! Yikes. I tell you what, if the Lions and the Chiefs played in the Super Bowl right now, Lions are winning that game. Oh, dude. They might be undefeated still, the Chiefs, but I'm not buying it, man. I'm not buying it. I mean, you almost lost to the Raiders, the 2-6 Raiders. I get it, it's a division game. Crazy stuff has happened in division games. We've seen it for years. But you're the defending Super Bowl champs. You're undefeated. Man, I'm still not convinced. I really am not. I'm not convinced with the Chiefs yet. So yeah, that game. The Commanders, Hail Mary. We talked about that. That was insane. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, Tyreek Stevenson, my friend, you should get a ass chewing from your coach and from your teammates, because that was stupid. So yeah, Hail Mary, 18-15, and then Sunday Night Football last night. 49ers beating the Cowboys 30-24. Cowboys fans, what do you do at this point? I mean, Dak Prescott, $60 million. He's not worth it. He's not worth it. So yeah, tonight we got the Giants and the Steelers. Yeah, that's a hell of a Monday Night Football game. Are you kidding me? Monday Night Football, you got the Giants. The Giants are horrible. Giants are disgusting. How are they on Monday Night Football? And then the Steelers, I mean, they're all right. 5-2, 2-1 at home. Great. Russell Wilson had a great performance last week in his first start as a Steeler. Cool. But the Giants, bro, yikes. So yeah, that game. And then I think I picked the Steelers to win that when I made my picks last week. So yeah, I got that tonight on ESPN, so check that one out. But yeah, week 9, almost here. Obviously, after tonight, it'll be official. But yeah, week 9, Thursday Night Football, Halloween. So all you trick-or-treaters, have fun out there. Stay safe. Enjoy being a kid. But yeah, Thursday Night Football, all you grown-ups, all you football fanatics, we got the Texans and the Jets. So this is how we're going to open up week 9, right? The Jets, who lost to the 2-6 Patriots, going up against the Texans. I got to go with the Texans, man. On the road, I'll take the Texans. Because the Jets, they're a shit show right now, man. I don't know, they're just not gelling together. They're not working together. It's not looking good at all for the Jets. It really isn't. Aaron Rodgers, age is showing a little bit. Obviously Davante Adams. You thought, let's get Davante Adams, one of the best wide receivers in the game. Maybe he'll change the offense. No, you lost 2 in a row since he's come over. So Texans is going to win that one. And then the rest of the games, Sunday. So Cowboys at the Falcons. I like the Falcons in this one. Like I said, Cowboys, dude, I don't trust them right now. So I got the Falcons over the Cowboys. Dolphins and Bills, division game. I like the Bills at home. They're 3-0. Josh Allen's playing some very good football right now. They're scoring points. I like the Bills over the Dolphins. Raiders and Bengals. So Bengals haven't won a home game. You're facing off against the Raiders. I will take the Bengals. They're going to get their first home game, their home victory this year. But yeah, another team, man. Just what the hell's going on over there in Cincinnati? But I got the Bengals over the Raiders at home. Chargers at Browns. Dude, I don't know. Jameis Winston, I know it's just one game, but you beat a top team in the Ravens this week, right? You got Chargers at home. I'm going to go with the Chargers in this one, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Browns win, especially with Jameis Winston at quarterback. So I got the Chargers over the Browns. Patriots and the Titans. You got 1-6 Titans. You got the 2-6 Patriots. This is a horrible game. I mean, good God, I'm not watching this game. No way in hell. Then they better not put it on here in Michigan, because I won't watch it. 0-3 at home for the Titans. No, this is an ugly game. I'll take the Patriots. I'm going to take the Patriots. Yeah. I mean, I thought about it. It's like Mason Rudolph, throwing over 200 plus yards passing against our defense. And I know we don't have the greatest secondary, but bro, still, you still lost 52-14. But yeah, I'll take the Patriots in this one on the road against the Titans. Not really confident with that one because they're both horrible. They're both garbage teams. So, but oh well. Commanders and Giants. Another division game. I'll take the Commanders because Giants are just god-awful. Another team who hasn't won at home this season. So Commanders there. You got the Saints and the Panthers. Man, this is another crap game. Another division game from the NFC South. Excuse me, the NFC South. Saints and Panthers. I don't even know, dude. You know what? I'm going to go with the Panthers because Saints, they don't have a quarterback. Unless Derek Carr comes back, I haven't seen anything about his return. If he does return, Saints, but if he doesn't, I'm going to go with the Panthers in that one. So you got that. Broncos and Ravens. Don't sleep on the Broncos, man. The Ravens at home. They're pissed off about losing to the Browns. Yeah, the Cleveland Browns, right? They're pissed off about that. Lamar Jackson, I think they get that running game going. Broncos 3-1 on away this season. I will go with the Ravens at home just because I think they're going to bounce back in this game. But the Broncos, don't sleep on them. That's going to be a good game to watch. Jaguars and Eagles. I'm not confident in the Eagles, man, but Jaguars, I don't know. Played a hell of a game against Green Bay. I'm going to go with the Eagles. I'm not confident with that pick, but I'm going to go with the Eagles at home against the Jaguars. Bears and Cardinals. I'm going to go with the Cardinals at home. I like that because I don't like the Bears. Screw them. I don't like them. Lions and Packers, game of the week. Fox, 4:25 next Sunday. Big game for both of these teams. I got the Detroit Lions. I like them. They're 3-0 on the road, which is amazing. You got to win those road games. This is going to be a very tough game, especially if Jordan Love's healthy. He injured his groin yesterday against the Jaguars. This is a very big game, a huge game for the NFC North. Packers aren't going to go down without a fight. You know how this rivalry works. Lions are 6-1 at the top of the NFC North. They're 3-0 away. Packers are 6-2, 3-1 at home. It's tough to play in Lambeau. I don't care if it's negative 10 degrees outside. I don't care if it's 60 and sunny in Green Bay, Wisconsin. I don't care. This is a tough game. But I will go with the Lions. What they did yesterday, that was awesome. I think that was a message sent to not only the rest of the NFL, but to specifically the NFC North and those Green Bay Packers. Lions are going to win this one. Game of the week. Y'all watch that one. So Lions over the Packers. Rams and Seahawks. Another division game. Rams haven't won an away game yet, but they did look pretty good on Thursday Night Football. You got everyone healthy. Seahawks, they're inconsistent, man. They really are, and that's a shame because you got Geno Smith leading the league and passing, and then you got DK Metcalf, but a lot of uncertainty there. They're playing at home. I like the Rams on the road in that one. So I got that, and then Sunday Night Football, you got the Colts and the Vikings. What kind of matchup is that? The Colts are horrible. So the Vikings are going to win that one, obviously, right? So, yeah, I'll take the Vikings over the Colts. And then Monday Night Football. This is going to be an actual good game for next week, next Monday Night Football. You got the Buccaneers and the Chiefs. I've been picking Chiefs, mostly all season so far. I got to stick with them, man. Buccaneers, you're without Chris Godwin for the rest of the year. Mike Evans, I think he's going to be out for a couple weeks. So Baker Mayfield does not have a whole lot of targets to throw to. And that defense is a little shaky. Chiefs, you're undefeated. You got Pat Mahomes. You got Travis Kelce starting to pick up a little bit. He had 10 receptions for 90 yards and his first touchdown of the season yesterday against the Vegas Raiders. I like the Chiefs at home, winning this one against the Buccaneers. And that is the Bryce's picks for week 9. And then you got the Steelers and 49ers on a bye week next week. So, yeah, a lot of great matchups there. Get your fantasy football lineups ready to go. Watch some football, play some bets. It's going to be a crazy and insane Week 9. Go Lions, baby. Beat those cheeseheads in Green Bay, Wisconsin. So you got that. Now we got to hop over to college football. So obviously, a lot of good games this past weekend. Nebraska should have beaten Ohio State. Those sons of bitches, they were so close. So close to beating Ohio State. But yeah, I wasn't impressed with Ohio State. I really, and a couple weeks ago they lost to Oregon, which, they're going to dominate everybody, right? Yeah, they're in the Big Ten. How is that even possible? I don't know. You got to love money, right? So yeah, so we had I think it's week 10, right? Week 10 of college football, week 9 of college football. So yeah, flying by, right? So Boise State, they got Ashton Jeanty, running back for Boise State. 33 carries, 128 yards, 1 touchdown. This guy's just running the ball. I mean, he's a workhorse. Possible Heisman Trophy. A lot of eyes on him. Stats are coming out left and right for Ashton Jeanty of the Boise State Broncos. Dude, they're winning games, man. I mean, be on the lookout for that guy. That guy's a beast. Dude, if he keeps going, he might win the Heisman. First running back to win the Heisman since Derrick Henry back in 2015. 15, I do believe. But dude, well, look out for that guy. So they win against UNLV in a tight one, 29-24 this past Friday. So you had that. Oregon, number 1 team in the country, 38-9 against Illinois. Yeah, crazy. Michigan couldn't even score more than 7 points against Illinois, and then they get crushed. So we got Oregon this week, and we're probably going to get absolutely annihilated. But, it is what it is. Penn State winning against Wisconsin 28-13. That was good. Ohio State surviving at home against Nebraska 21-17. Damn. That would have been a huge upset if Nebraska could have pulled that off. So hats off to them. They tried, but couldn't do it. Just couldn't. Not enough plays, man. Not enough plays. Texas beating Vanderbilt 27-24. Whew. Vanderbilt playing upset. I mean, they beat the crap out of Alabama a couple weeks ago. Man, Vanderbilt, I guess they're finally starting to realize, hey, we belong in SEC. We've been in this conference for many years now, getting destroyed. We were the doormat, but we're actually competing against teams. I mean, yeah, we're not winning every game, but we're competing. So it's something. It's the step in the right direction, right? Miami destroying the Florida State Seminoles. Yeah, that organization, shut it down. They're done. Done. Miami winning 36-14. Texas A&M from ass whooping at home against number 8 LSU, 38-23. Whew. I mean, Texas A&M at home, dude. Different beasts. And they're undefeated 5-0 in the SEC. But yeah, when Texas A&M plays at home, man, that's a different animal that comes out of there. So yeah, that BYU, number 11th ranked BYU, winning 37-24 against UCF. Notre Dame dominating, absolutely destroying undefeated Navy, 51-14. Yeah, it was only a matter of time, right? But Notre Dame, 51 points. Whoo! Number 12 ranked Notre Dame. That ass whooping there. Indiana, undefeated, still. 5-0 in the Big Ten, 8-0 overall. They beat Washington 31-17. That's a football team right there, dude. Watch out for Indiana. Alabama shutting out Missouri 34-0. So yeah, there you go. That's Alabama we love and know, but still, I'm still not convinced about them. Kansas State beating Kansas 29-27, close game there. Oklahoma game, losing 26-14. Shut that down too. They're done. Shut it down. SMU winning 28-27. Game-winning kick from Duke was blocked as time expires. So special teams coming up huge for the SMU. And then side note, talking about the pros. Yeah, special teams came up huge for the Detroit Lions. Huge. We didn't need Jared Goff throwing for 200-plus yards in that game. Special teams came up huge in that game for the Detroit Lions. So, a little side note there. I had to mention that. All right. And then Michigan State. Classic rivalry game. You got to love it. Paul Bunyan Trophy. This game was crazy. It looked absolutely horrible in the first quarter. It seemed like it took us like a half hour just to get a first down, our first down of the game. Like, it was horrible. Like, I was just like, oh, here we go again. but Michigan started to play a little better. Davis Warren started to play a little better. It was nice. It was nice. We ended up winning. Michigan wins 24-17. Yeah, there was a fight at the end. It's the rivalry, you know. You can blame Loveland for headbutting the Michigan State player. That wasn't cool. You know, I hope Sherrone Moore disciplines him because that's bullshit. All right, you don't do that. Game's over. I get it. It's the rivalry. It's the rivalry. Yeah, everyone gets heated. You know, energetic. I get it, but you don't do that. You won the game, dude. Yeah, okay. He rushed at you. He got in your face. You don't need to headbutt him. You know, I didn't like seeing that. And then yeah, huge brawl happened as a result. And like I said, as you know, we've seen a few fights from these two teams a couple years ago in the tunnel at Michigan. You got Michigan State players, you know, chucking their helmet, smashing their helmets against Michigan players and punching them. And then you got punches thrown in this little battle, this little scuffle between Michigan and Michigan State. So yeah, these two teams do not like each other. I mean, you've seen it in years past. I mean, they do not like each other at all. I mean, fights after the game, man, like, bro, where was all that energy in 4 quarters of football? Well, how come you got, throw punches and use your helmet as a weapon? You know, it's crazy. But that's the rivalry, right? So third straight win for Michigan, 24-17 against the Spartans. 2023, last year, we absolutely annihilated Michigan State. Their worst defeat at home in their program's history, 49-0. And then in 2022, we won 29-7. So Michigan, that's good. You know, like I said, they're lucky to make a bowl game this year, Michigan is. But if you beat Michigan State, that's a thumbs up for me. I'll take that. I appreciate that. Davis Warren, my man, come here for a sec. Let me give you a pat on the back. In a big rivalry game, Paul Bunyan Trophy, state bragging rights for a year. You came up and you performed well, my friend. So pat on the back for you. Give you a cigar. You deserve it. 13 for 19, 123 yards and a touchdown. I like seeing that. Donovan Edwards threw a touchdown to Colston Loveland, who had 2 touchdowns, and he converted a 2-point conversion. So he had a great game, and then he does that shit with the headbutting. Like, come on, dude. And then, dude, in that game, one of very few bright spots of this Michigan football team this year, their running game. Been great, right? Michigan State's defense, bravo. Bravo, Michigan State. You held us to 119 yards rushing the entire game. We couldn't run the ball to save our lives. Kalel Mullings didn't, he ran for 40 yards or something like that. Donovan Edwards, he didn't run for that many yards in this game. Flip side of that coin, though, Michigan State's running game, very, very impressive. 19 carries for Nate Carter, Michigan State's running back. 19 carries, 118 yards, and a touchdown. And overall, the Michigan State Spartans, they had 163 rushing yards against us. Dude, very impressive for Michigan State. You still lost, so you got to deal with that. But the running game, though, dude, we couldn't stop it. That guy was kicking our ass most of the game, Nate Carter. So hats off to them. Deserve it. And then MSU had 352 total yards to Michigan's 265 yards. Total yards in this game. Crazy, right? And then you had 1 turnover for Michigan State, and we've seen this in this rivalry for numerous years. Whoever wins the turnover battle, you're probably going to win. And sure as shit, Michigan State had 1 turnover. We had 0. Michigan wins. Crazy, right? They had 6 penalties called against them. Michigan did not have 1 call, which that's kind of crazy, especially in a rivalry game. I mean, guys shoving, pushing each other, getting into little scuffles after the whistle's blown, after the play is over. A little suspect about that, but you know what? I'll take it. Michigan wins. Another classic rivalry game, I guess. I know Michigan State, not 2 greatest teams this year, but hey, go blue, baby. I'll take it. Go blue. 3rd straight win against Michigan State for Michigan. Michigan has Oregon this weekend. They're going to get absolutely annihilated. So with that being said, let's talk about Week 10 of college football. I'll make some picks for some highlighted games that I think are going to be intriguing for this week. But yeah, you gotta love the rivalry game, especially if you're in the state of Michigan. House divided, right? You got a lot of people cheering for Michigan State, a lot of people cheering for Michigan. Michigan's the bigger brand. I think we can all assume that, right? You see that big M with the maize and blue, you automatically think, Michigan, Bo Schembechler, Lloyd Carr, Jim Harbaugh, Charles Woodson, the only defensive Heisman Trophy winner ever in its history, by the way. Yeah, I know I had to mention that. But yeah, definitely big brand there. So now we gotta go into week 10. College football, Boise State, Ashton Jeanty, probably gonna have another big game against San Diego State. Gonna be an interesting one there. Two Mountain West teams fighting. 8 o'clock on Friday, November 1st this week. So now we gotta talk about this Ohio State-Penn State game. We've seen it before. Penn State has beaten Ohio State in years past. This is a big game for Big Ten. A lot on the line. Big Ten championship implications, perhaps. Penn State playing at home. They're 4-0, looking very good. Ohio State just came off a big win against Nebraska, barely beating Nebraska. And then Penn State coming off a big win as well. They're playing at home. I got the Penn State Nittany Lions. I'm going against Ohio State. I usually pick Ohio State. Crazy, right? Because I'm a Michigan fan. What the hell am I smoking, right? But Penn State, I don't know. Something about them, dude. At home, too. That's a big game. So noon next Saturday, Penn State, Ohio State. I got the Nittany Lions beating the Buckeyes in this one. That is my pick for the week. You guys can talk crap all you want. I got Penn State over Ohio State there. Miami and Duke, I got Miami winning that one. Army and Air Force, I like Army in this one. Air Force is 1-6, so Army going to win that one. Illinois and Minnesota. I'll take Illinois at home, winning that one. I like PJ Fleck, but he's going to lose against Illinois there. Yeah, Oregon playing Michigan. Michigan at home, 3:30 p.m. on CBS. Go blue, but the reality is Oregon's they're gonna embarrass us at home. I mean, what do you expect, right? This is not the same Michigan team from last year. I mean, they struggle against Michigan State, who, despite the running game, overall, not really impressive. I mean, yeah, they held us to 119 yards rushing on defensive side for Michigan State, but you still struggle in that game, right? That first quarter, that first half in general was horrible for Michigan. You were lucky to even beat these guys. But now you got Oregon, number one team in the country. Yeah, we already know how that's going to end. But go blue. My heart says go blue, but my mind says Oregon's going to win this one. Anything's possible, though. It's college football. Florida and Georgia, classic SEC matchup. Georgia playing at home. Georgia, I don't know. Another team that hasn't really impressed me this year. But they are playing at home. Florida, I'm not really too confident with them either. I'll pick Georgia at home winning that one. You got Indiana at Michigan State this weekend. Indiana's going to win this one because they're just taking care of business everywhere they go. They're undefeated, which is crazy. First time since the 60s, I do believe. They're going to beat Michigan State there. Let's see. We got to go further down. Oh, Texas A&M, South Carolina. Texas A&M's going to win that one. They're on the road, but they're looking pretty good, especially that ass-kicking this past weekend against LSU. I got Texas A&M winning that one. Wisconsin and Iowa, another Big Ten matchup. I'll go with Wisconsin. Iowa, they just can't score points. USC and Washington, two Big Ten teams, right? Yeah, crazy. Who would have thought two teams from the West are coming to the Big Ten? I don't know. Both teams suck. I'll take Washington at home. Kentucky at Tennessee. I'll take Tennessee to win that one. And that's basically it. So, yeah, definitely the highlight of next week's college football schedule is going to be that Ohio State-Penn State game. I got Penn State winning that one. Noon kickoff on Fox. I got Penn State winning at home. And then Michigan against Oregon. I think we all know how that's going to end. But, yeah, that's college football right there. And then the rankings came out yesterday. So, Oregon, number 1. Georgia, number 2. Penn State and Ohio State are 3 and 4. Miami, Florida, the U. Nice to see them back in the top 10 at 5. Texas at 6. Tennessee at 7. Notre Dame at 8. BYU at 9. That's crazy. Texas A&M at 10. And then you got Iowa State. Let's don't sleep on Iowa State. So you got Iowa State and Clemson both tied for the 11th spot. So, I mean, if the college football playoffs were to happen today, those would be your 12 teams. Crazy, right? And then, Boise State with Ashton Jeanty, running back, number 15 up there. So they're climbing through the ranks. You got Army at 21. You got Illinois at 24. Indiana, undefeated Indiana at 13. Bama still ranked at 14. So, yeah, college football is going to look it's going to get crazy now. This is usually the crazy time, end of October, going to November, December, this is when the bowl games start, the college football playoffs start, the conference championship games happen in December for the most part. Yeah, college football the next couple weeks, man, it's gonna get crazy. It's gonna get insane for sure. So you got that. Now we gotta hop over to hockey. We gotta talk about hockey. The Red Wings, damn man, almost won at home. They lost in overtime against the Oilers, 3-2. They still get a point, but, dude, you got to win those games at home. Leon Draisaitl, one of the best hockey players in the game. 2 goals, including the overtime winner, 18 seconds into overtime. So, yeah, our defense sucks. I mean, really. I mean, Leon Draisaitl, God bless that man, one of the greatest hockey players of all time. Yeah, he had a great game yesterday. But, yeah, the Wings. I want to read this to you. This is ESPN.com. So, they've been outshot, in 6 consecutive games. And in that span, they've gone 3-3. So, yeah, you probably should start shooting the puck more instead of passing. Like, let's get some shots on goal. Because, that puck can bounce anywhere. And the guy's right there, boom, get the rebound, score a goal, right? It's crazy how hockey works sometimes. But you've been outshot in 6 consecutive games. That's horrible. You can't do that, man. I mean, come on. What is the goal of hockey? To score. Right? That's how you're going to win. You score, you take the puck and you shoot it in the net. That's how you're going to win. You've been outshot 6 consecutive games? Come on, man. Horrible. They ranked 31st. May I remind you, there's 32 teams in the NHL now. 31st in shots allowed per game. 34.7. That's horrible. That just shows that our defense just doesn't play defense. And our goaltending, well, dude, when you don't have a defense, how is the goaltender supposed to do his job? Like, dude, he's exhausted because our defense, they don't play defense. You got to get the puck out of the zone. You got to get fresh legs on the ice and play defense. We don't have a defense, man. You can't have that happen. Yeah, 34.7 shots allowed per game. Disgusting. And then he ranked 32nd in shots on goal per game. 24.6. You can't do that. I mean, that's why we're giving up all these goals, because our goaltenders are tired. Because we don't have defense. We don't have a defense. You have to clear the puck, man. You got to get the puck out of there. So, Red Wings, you got a few days off. Your next game's against Winnipeg, who's undefeated. 8-0-0, 16 points. You're playing at home. You got to win that one. I don't care. Find a way to win. No excuses. And then on top of that, they have given up at least 30 shots in 6 straight games. And then 5 games in a row, they've had fewer than 30 shots on goal. 5 games in a row, fewer than 30 shots on goal. Yeah, start shooting the puck at the net. Stop passing. Shoot it. One-time it. I don't care. Get a deflection. Shoot at the net. Get goals, right? Stop passing the damn puck. Shoot the puck in the net. That is the goal of hockey. It's not that hard. It really isn't. I mean, it's frustrating, man, because this is what we've been dealing with for many years now. Our guys just don't shoot. Just the other day, they won a game when they had like 10 shots on goal. They won. First time since like the 50s. Dude, that has to increase. I want to see more shots on goal. 20, 30, 40 shots on goal. Every single time every Detroit Red Wings player is on that ice, they better have one attempt at that goal or at the post, right? I want to see one attempt on goal. Every time they get the puck, shoot it on net. Shoot it at the goaltender or the goalie. Shoot it. I don't care. Stop passing the damn puck. Shoot it. That's why we're losing games, right? And then we allow so many shots because we don't have a damn defense. Our goalies can only do so much. They got to clean that up because Wednesday against Winnipeg, one of the better teams in the league, like, dude, they're going to destroy you. if you don't clean that up. So Red Wings, wake up, start shooting the puck on net, start getting some more goals. I want to see some more action, not passing. Get it together, boys. Let's go. So you got that. Oilers winning on the road in overtime yesterday. The Ducks losing to the Devils 6-2. Canadians winning 4-3 against the Flyers. Good game there. And then the Avalanche winning at home 5-4 against the Senators. So you have that. But yeah, Red Wings. You got a few days now. Wake up, Derek Lalonde. Get your team ready, man. And that's not right. So you have that. So we have UFC 308. Two good matchups here. Obviously, Ilia Topuria defending his featherweight title against Max Holloway. Whoo, man, he knocked him out, boy. He knocked his lights out. Night, go to sleep. And it's Max Holloway, bro. This guy's a savage. And Ilia Topuria, man. Whoo. And I said it before. I said it last week on the podcast. He lands one hard shot on Max Holloway, it's game over. And sure as shit, man, he did. He landed one big shot, and it was over, bro. Night. See you later. Ilia Topuria is still undefeated. Crazy to see that. And then Robert Whittaker in the co-main event against Khamzat Chimaev. Khamzat Chimaev ended this fight in the first round, his 9th first round finish in his career. Dude, he broke his jaw. Like he had a submission hold on his face, on his mouth, and he dislocated his jaw. You see pictures. His teeth are back. Like not where they're supposed to be. They're back like by his tongue because he dislocated his jaw. So you got like 3 or 4 teeth way back because his jaw got broke. And that's why he tapped immediately. I was wondering too. I was like, man, dude, why is he tapping out? Well, sure. Well, duh. His jaw's broken, man. I mean, dude, forget that. No, any injury I'll take. Like at that point, I'd rather bust my knee up or my leg. Broken jaw? No, dude. I need to eat. Okay, I'm a big boy, man. I can't get fed through a straw. Forget that, man. I don't have time for that. But yeah, that was crazy. So Khamzat Chimaev undefeated still. But yeah, dude, 2 great matchups. UFC 308. We got John Jones and Stipe Miocic next month in a few weeks. That's gonna be a good card. But yeah, Ilia Topuria, man, that's a bad man. That's a savage. That's a straight up savage right there. Khamzat Chimaev too, breaking jaws and he don't care. That's the fight game. So you had that, and now we got end this podcast today. We got to end the episode today here on Guys Time the Prize with the World Series. We got Game 3 back in New York tonight, 8 o'clock on Fox. So Game 1, I mean, we all saw Game 1, right? Freddie Freeman, walk-off grand slam. First ever walk-off grand slam in World Series history. Almost 700 games. I think it was like 696 games in the World Series. That was the first time we ever witnessed, as an audience, a walk-off grand slam in the World Series. I mean, it's Hollywood, LA Dodgers. You couldn't have written a better script, right? I mean, where the script writers at? Who wrote this? Who wrote this? Because that was crazy. Freddie Freeman, too, a fan favorite, great baseball player, battling an ankle injury throughout the entire playoffs. The guy's a stud. He's a trooper. He's a savage. Walk-off grand slam, 6-3. They were down 3-2, 2 outs. They chose to intentionally walk Mookie Betts. Yeah, you messed up there, my friend, because you gave up in the next pitch. First pitch he saw, too. Whack. See ya. As Michael Kay would say, New York Yankees broadcaster. One of the greatest of all time there. 6-3. Game 1, that was crazy. And then Dodgers, Game 2, winning 4-2. And it's like Aaron Judge, where's his bat? I mean, this guy led the league in home runs and RBIs. Batting average in the 300s. Where is he, man? I mean, he's striking out a lot throughout this entire postseason. Not good. I mean, that's your star player. That guy needs to wake up, and he needs to start. Dude, don't hit a home run. Just get on base. Please get on base, right? I mean, Yankees fans, I mean, what's going on? What's going on with your boy Aaron Judge? That guy needs to wake up. You know, you get paid all this money, be the star player, and you're not performing when it matters most. They got to win tonight, the New York Yankees, at home against these Dodgers, because these Dodgers are not letting up, obviously. They lose tonight, the Yankees, they're done. It's over. So they got to win tonight. Game 3 tonight, 8 o'clock on Fox, and then you got Monday Night Football 2 Steelers and Giants. I don't know how many people are going to watch that. I might flip through the channels. But yeah, Yankees got to wake up, man. Aaron Judge, do your job. Shohei Ohtani, he got hurt. He was trying to steal second base, and I think he messed up his shoulder. So he's probably going to be out. I don't know. Maybe he is. He might play in this game. But, yeah, Yankees at home, dude. You got to win. You got to win. So you got that, and that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it for Guys Time with the Prize today. So thank you for joining me, as always. This episode is going to be available, the video version, on my YouTube page at Guys Time with the Prize. You already know that. The audio version is going to be available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. So make sure you check that out. But you guys have been great today. Yeah, let's go Lions. Beat the Packers next Sunday. Watch Monday Night Football on tonight. Play some bets. You got World Series Game 3, in New York, the Yankees and the Dodgers. Play some bets there. College football this week. Penn State. Let's go Penn State. Beat those Ohio State Buckeyes. And, yeah, enjoy the rest of your week, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you so much. You guys have been amazing. Take care. The Prize is out.